our dear opponent, timekeeper, and the audience. My name is Sophia, and I am the first speaker of the opposition team winners. Our second speaker is Dalia, and our third speaker is Elina. Our today's motion is this house would switch to all year-round learning. I'm going to give you our two strong arguments. Our second speaker will continue our arguments by focusing on the information which is given on the internet, and our third speaker will summarize our arguments, summarize opposition, and leave you in no doubt, Firstly, I would like to refute the arguments of our opponents. For 3 months, children can engage in their hobbies and pull up their studies. So, imagine our world without summer holidays. It will be awful. Students will not keep up with school program due to tired. This will cause psychological exhaustion. Our first argument is cancellation of summer holidays will cut children's free time. For example, children don't have time for hobbies, pulling up school subjects with which one they have problems. Also, teachers as well as children need rest. Their profession is very exhausting, and studying without summer holidays will damage their mental health. Parents taking summer holidays want to spend time with their children, but cannot because of the cancellation of summer holidays. Our second argument is the power of habits. People, especially children, have problems with abrupt changes in conditions. And so, the abrupt cancellation of summer holidays will be a problem for the most students. Along with this will come mental and physical health problems. This will cause nervous breakdowns, reduce school performance, and much more.
But we think that pupil gets more nervous breakdowns when they are not able to pull the subjects they are weak in very big periods of studying that lasts 4 or 5 months.
You might just go on with your speech. State your second argument, maybe.
I'm very nervous.
Okay, it's okay.
Rest they shared.
That's fine, Sophia, that's fine. Go on with your second argument. No, the
I'm so sorry.
Just conclude then.
People, especially children, have problems with abrupt changes in conditions. And so the abrupt cancellation of summer holidays will be a problem for most students. Along with this will come mental and physical health problems. This will cause nervous breakdowns, reduced school performance, and much more. So we should, this house would not switch to all year-round learning. Thank you for your attention.
second propositional speaker.
Maester. Well, first I want to start with refutation of arguments of our opponents, and the first argument was about that with vacation, long vacation, children would have more free time, and children would keep up with all the subjects, and they would rest and so on and so on. But first we want to say that when children would learn at school and they would know that there is just 2 months, they should learn 2 months and they would rest, we truly believe that it's kind of good motivation, and also we want to say that children would spend this time more rational because they would appreciate this rest and this time more, and I would say it about it in my argument. Well, that's why our system works much better. Then the second argument was about power of habits. Like it's very important for children to have habits, and every children knows that.
Point, please.
Yes.
I would like to speak about vacation, and there is free time graphic vacation, so you can choose your graphic and you can choose your holidays in the vacation. You can look it for Headhunter or maybe there is some examples.
Okay, you can do whatever you want on the holidays, but we all know that from the real life, practically every student spends this time just sitting on the bed or on the sofa and watching TV or internet, and of course our opponents would talk a lot like children is able to spend this time rational and blah blah blah, but all we know from real life that practically every children spends this time on sofa, in internet, in TV, and in my argument I will explain you why in the all year round system of learning children won't do that. And also I said about the second argument about power of habits, like children have a habit to rest at summer, and practically it plays on our side because when when a human have a habit to rest at the summertime and to rest 3 months, that is huge amount of rest. In the future life, in the adult life, it would be very hard for them to adaptate for this lifestyle, because practically about 70% of of people in the world work with vacations. Like I said, our first speaker, sorry. They work with vacation. In the best case was 2 vacational weeks in a year. So after 3 months vacation, it would be very hard for the students, for example, to adaptate that in the university they should have practice in summer. In summer, for example, they should work too. No. Then about my argument. Scholars would stop to appreciate the rest, and scholars stop to appreciate the rest when the rest is about 3 months. Well, there is a very important analogy in this case, because imagine after a long hard work day you come back home, and you are really glad that you are in your comfort zone, you are able to do whatever you want, you are able to eat whatever you want, you are able to lie on the sofa and chill. But when you sit at home practically a week or more, you don't appreciate that you are at home now and you are able to do whatever you want. And it's very important, because when scholars appreciate rest fully, they would get more satisfaction from it. And also they would spend it more rational, because they would know that they should start learning not so far. So they should make everything that they wanted to do, everything that they wanted to do in a week. And we truly believe that it's very important for the psyche of scholars and for the rationality of weekdays for vacations at all. Then why children would, maybe our opponents would say something like, no, they won't stop appreciating it because they know that there is about 3 months in the future, and in these 3 months they would be able just to lie and do nothing. So it's very important point of our case, because when you know that in future there is 3 months, and in these 3 months you are able to do something, our psychic works and psychic of children works so. And why in real life we see that children do nothing on their holidays. We see it because children know that there is 2 months of holidays in your future. Okay, I will do it in the following month. Okay, I will do it in the following day, in the following week, неделя, sorry, weekend, yeah. And that's why psychic of children just when the holidays are so long as 3 months. That's why the psychic of children makes them not to do nothing, because they know that the rest is so long that they don't have a frames in what they will do something. That's very important for our case. And also our opponent said that our type of holidays, our type of vacations, which have a bad influence on the psychic. But our first speakers told about the American исследование, research that shows us that after 3 months holidays, children are not adopted to work every day. Children.
Point, please.
Yes.
So, are you sure that it is because they are just going to school, not because of the problems that they can arise in school?
Yes, it is because of problems that arise in school, and it is because that you weren't doing nothing practically, and you were very free your last 3 months, and now you have a lot of arised problems in school, and you are not adopted. So you're like our first speaker said, your nervous stance is much bigger than on your everyday life. And it influences on the psychic of children very bad, because in our system children would rest in a framed period every period, and he would keep intense in his everyday life, and he would be adopted for hard work in the every minute of his life. And it's very important because our opponent just suppose children to get out from the educational rhythm, to get out from the rhythm of life. Well, thank you for attention. Vote proposition.